How's it going, everybody? It's on my hell March 2017 from Wilbur to Grand Coulee. There's just a few things that I want to talk about, just about society in today's age compared to the 50s, the 60s, the 70s, etc. Now I work at a senior center, and we do a lot of things at the senior center for the community, especially elderly as well as people that can't really take care of themselves. We offer free food to the homeless. We just do a lot of good stuff for people in the community. Well, anyways, the other day, a couple people came in, obviously tweakers. You could tell they're skinny, they're twitchy, they're weird. They come in to get some free food and get their free cup of coffee. And I'm in the kitchen staff with my sister. Well, they come up to the kitchen staff and they ask us if we have any creamer for their coffee. And me, the way I am, I just turn away. I pretty much ignore them, go into the back kitchen, start to do my stuff. And my sister, the other cook, she gave them some creamer and was nice to them, and they went along their way. So, well, I got to thinking. I was wondering why I felt so much rage and animosity towards these quacks who really have nothing. I mean, hell, they don't even have creamer to put in their coffee. Hell, they don't even have coffee. Even if they had creamer to put in their coffee, they have no coffee. And here I am living pretty abundant. I'm wondering why I have such an attitude towards them. So I'm thinking about it. And I guess it comes down to the fact that I'm working to take care of myself. And these people, for these two guys in particular, they don't really want to do much to take care of themselves. They pretty much expect handouts and get by on handouts, government aid, couch surfing, just whatever they could do to get by without actually having to roll their sleeves up and get their hands dirty. I guess that's kind of why I resented them. And I was real angry with them for coming in, and I had to get away from them. Well, I fast forward to now. I find myself in a situation quite similar to theirs. You see, I don't want to have a car. It costs a lot. It takes a lot of work to keep a car up. I mean, up to thousands of dollars a year, tens of thousands of dollars to purchase it in the first place. Repairs, gas, tires, insurance, fines, all the bullshit. We already know. I've had cars before. I know the bullshit. And so, what do I do in my avoidance to not have a car? Well, I walk. I had some business to do in Wilbur today, so I rode the welfare bus to Wilbur for free. The only catch is the bus won't take me back to Coulee for a while. And I couldn't bear to sit in Wilbur and wait for 6, 7, 8 hours, so I said, screw it. I'm walking. Somebody will pick me up. Quite peculiar though, because about 3.5, 4 hours in, nobody's picked me up yet. In fact, I could sense the driver's disgust for me, each and every one of them, when they drive by. they'll go as far as to turning in the other lane to get away from me, almost in front of oncoming traffic, and then turning back into their lane just in time, just to get away from me, just to pass me. And I got to thinking, right now, in a lot of ways, I'm kind of like those tweakers at the center. I don't want to roll my sleeves up and get my hands dirty and put in the work to own and operate a motorized vehicle, but I sure do like to get picked up and carted around in other people's motorized vehicles. How do I feel? Feel like I get what I deserve, really. Do I have compassion now? Do I have compassion now for the tweakers that didn't have any coffee or any coffee creamer the other day? No. Do I feel any compassion for myself in this situation right now? No. Just is what it is. I'll toughen it out. I mean, it's only 20 miles. I'll walk back to Grand Coulee. I just thought it was a interesting dichotomy, the fact that welfare comes in many forms, not just state-funded government aid. I found that to be pretty peculiar, something to think about, something for everybody to think about. It also something that scares me, at least it seems like it. See, I didn't grow up in the 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, and 70s. So I don't really know how it actually went down, how people actually treated each other. But from what I read, what I watch, what I hear, seems like people were a lot more connected back then than they are now. And what I'm wondering is why. Because I feel like, and if it was 1946 right now, I would have been picked up a long time ago. If it was 1946 right now, I would have gladly gave those quacks free coffee and creamer and not thought anything of it. Maybe I would have even tried to help them out more. But I didn't, and I'm not. And the reality is, I'm probably not going to get a ride. I'll end up walking the whole thing. And so, pondering why there's such a disconnect in humanity right now, such a disconnect with people, friends, family, acquaintances, co-workers, in spite of the great technology we have, Facebook, YouTube, cell phones, it's easier than ever to get connected, or so it seems. It's easier than ever to build a community, to have friends, to accomplish these things that seemed so simple back in the day. But in fact, it seems to me as if the opposite is the truth now. That possibly these technologies could be breaking us up as opposed to bringing us together. And I notice this with myself. I spend a lot of time on the computer. I spend a lot of time on the internet. I spend a lot of time entertaining myself with the technologies that we have. And the downfall to that I'm discovering is, with all this entertainment, all this technology, it makes it so easy for people to sit in their houses alone all day and not need nothing or anything or anyone. And I find this very disturbing. If I was locked in my room, in my house forever, as long as I had food and water, I could stay amused with all the technology that we have today. I don't need friends. I don't need anyone. And I actually am starting to think that that is a bad thing. I think this technology might be doing us a lot of harm, just as much harm, if not more, than it is doing us good. I believe that communities were stronger before these kind of technologies because people had to get together to have fun. You needed other people to be a part of things, to make things happen. There were no videos, music videos on YouTube to jam to. Sorry about that. There were no music videos on YouTube to jam to. If you wanted to listen to music, you had to go to a concert with your friends. You had to go to a concert with your friends. And we don't need to do that anymore. Don't need to go to the movie theater with your friends to see a movie anymore. You can see it on your home movie theater system by yourself now. And so, I don't know. I guess I'm in conflict whether or not this technology is doing us more good than harm, or more harm than good. Well, that's all for now. It's continuing the hell march. Over and out.